My theory of change is about achieving Hawaiian independence. For our people, the Hawaiian, the Kanaka Maoli people, we have been an oppressed people for over 127 years. In 1893, America, with the help of businessmen here in Hawaii, overthrew our government and put our people back generations. They have held down the Hawaiian people and they have suppressed our national sovereignty. But in 1993, America apologized for their role in the overthrow. Independence is not going to happen overnight for Hawaiians or for any indigenous people. It'll take a transition, a long transition, but we believe we are on our way. Here at Pu'uhonua Waimanalo, we are the living embodiment of Hawaiian independence. Our struggle here was born out of an occupation of our stolen lands. And today, we are the only sovereign Hawaiian land base in existence. This is where Hawaiian independence lives. We give it life here. We put actions to our words. And so for us, our theory of change is simply bringing it to our people. And how do we do that? Well, for me and my role as the Deputy Head of State of the Nation of Hawaii, we have identified 4 areas in everyone's lives that we must work on to become independent. Everybody has these 4 identities, whether you're Hawaiian, American, Native American, and it's political, economic, social, and cultural. These are your 4 identities as an individual. Now, we didn't come up with this. This was something that was laid out in the United Nations under Article 73 of the decolonization process, which the Hawaiian people were never given a chance to express. Today, we have that opportunity to restore our political independence, our economic independence, our social independence, our cultural independence. And we kind of attribute it to the Ahupua'a system that the Hawaiian people have lived with. And what the Ahupua'a system was a land division in ancient Hawaii that stretched from the mountain to the ocean. And it was connected by streams. And these streams were part of the Ahupua'a. It connected each Hawaiian, each Kanaka on the Ahupua'a to each other. We utilized the stream for our own needs. The farmers upstream would utilize it for kalo farming. The people downstream would utilize it for fish ponds. In between, people would be utilizing the water for different various other projects, but the stream was the key. And the way that we see us restoring our independence is like how we restore streams today. We have to clear these streams. We have to remove the blockages. To us, Hawaiian independence is up here. Our people are down here. In between, the stream is not flowing. It is not reaching us. Hawaiian independence is still alive today because of the apology bill. Because of what President Clinton and Congress admitted to. They stole our independence without compensation to our people. And that independence lives today because of this admission. But it is not reaching us today. Why is that? Well, because we have political barriers. We have economic barriers. We have social barriers. We have cultural barriers. To us, my theory of change is we have to remove these barriers, just like we remove stones from a stream, so that the water of independence can flow to our people. It doesn't need to be all at once. It's not going to happen overnight. That can cause chaos. That can cause confusion. Our people need to be educated to these transitions. They need to be educated. They need to at least taste the waters of independence. We are not even getting a trickle of this water, of this resource. For us in Pu'uhonua Waimanalo, we are at the foot of this mountain. We sit under the waterfall of independence. We drink from this water every day. And for us, for our people, in order for them to take part in the drinking of this water, we, as the nation of Hawaii, it is my job as the Deputy Head of State of the nation of Hawaii to help clear the passage, to help clear the stream, so that my people at the bottom, near the coast, farthest from the waterfall, can have access. How do we do that? We go one by one. We go to the political barriers and we remove them. We go to the economic barriers and we remove them. We go to the social barriers and we remove them. We are talking about a transition from dependency on the American system, who has colonized our people for over 127 years, to independency, where we create our own government, we create our own monetary system, we create our own food source, we build our own houses, we control our own lands, we teach our own culture that has not been colonized by the Americans, who have tried to Americanize us into good Americans. There's nothing wrong with being a good American, but I was not born an American. I was born a Kanaka Maoli. I was told I was an American, but that is not my identity. Today, I know who I am. This is our mission here at the nation of Hawaii, is to help other Kanaka Maoli learn who they are. Learn who they are today, learn who they were in the past, and learn who we're going to be in the future. Hawaiian independence is part of that future. It is the only way we can preserve our people and our culture. So for me, my theory of change is, in order for us to achieve Hawaiian independence, we must clear the stream. We must let the waters of independence flow to our people. That is my theory of change. Aloha.